I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laxon.
I am Francisco Cerundolo, and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hello and welcome to another GTL play-by-play live stream. I am your host for this evening. It's the evening for me here in Vancouver, BC. It's 8:07 p.m. My name is Covey, and I'm the host of Covey's Corner every Monday on the GTL podcast channel. How's everyone doing today? Great to have you in. Just started. We only got about 5 people in, so please say hi. Let me know where you're tuning in from. We already got one in here. We got Ram Bakshi in the house. Hey, saying, hey, Covey. How you doing, Ram? Great to have you, brother. I like your hat in your avatar, by the way. Looks fly. But yeah. So yeah, we've got Matteo BERRETTINI versus HolgerRUNE, the 19-year-old RUNE versus 26-year-old Matteo BERRETTINI. Actually, Berrettini's brother was in this tournament. His name is Jacopo, and he ended up getting beat pretty handily by Alex de Minaur, or else we could have had a potential brotherly matchup. That would have been the next round. However, that's not how it went down. And so the winner of this match will face Alex de Minaur. He won his semi-final against Taro Daniel. Sorry, his quarterfinal against Taro Daniel. On the other side, let's see what we had here. We had Tommy Paul take out Mackenzie McDonald in an All-American matchup. And then in another All-American matchup just now that finished, we had Taylor Fritz take out Francis Tiafoe in straight sets. So all of the quarterfinals have been in straight sets. And so, yeah, hoping that we have a little bit more drama in this one. We'll do some predictions in a second here. But, yeah, the players are warming up. I'm warming up. You're warming up. Got a bevy in my hand. This is a Radler. Yeah, it's really nice. Only 2.5% alcohol, and it's like a lemonade almost. Really delicious. So, what else is going on, folks? Let me know. It's been a pretty good day here. I did some door dashing actually for the first time today. It was pretty fun. Just a little extra cash. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty fun. I had my dog with me in the car, and we just like cruised around and delivered food to people. Got everything in on time, 100%. HolgerRUNE, huge. He's been crazy good ever since, pretty much since the beginning of the indoor hardcourt season at the end of the year after the U.S. Open. He was on fire. He won 3 titles. He beat Novak in Paris for his first Masters title, and he had a little bit of a lull starting the year. Let me actually take a look here at his. Let's look at, where is it here? HolgerRUNE. So from the beginning of the year, this is how he's been going. Let's see here. Yeah, last year he went on a crazy run, man. He won in Stockholm, and then that was the indoor where he beat Tsitsipas in the final. He went through actually pretty impressive. He took out Rune, de Minaur, Tsitsipas. Then the next tournament, he ended up in Basel. He ended up losing that, but he made it to the finals against Felix Auger-Aliassime. And then he followed that up with the huge victory in Paris Bercy versus Novak Djokovic. That was a crazy match. He ended up holding to win the match, and he saved 6 break points. So Novak was just on the prowl, trying to force a tiebreak, but Rune would not let him. So anyway, so he started the year in Adelaide. He had a loss there to Nishioka. Then at the Australian Open, he made it all the way to the 4th round where he lost to Rublev after holding some match points. And then a couple of easy victories in Davis Cup in the Group 1 against India. And then in Montpellier, he made it to the 3rd round where he lost to Cressy. Cressy ended up losing that one as well in the final to Jannik Sinner. And then in Rotterdam, he had to retire with this wrist injury that was first showed up in Australia in the round before he played Rublev. So I was actually a little bit worried. I was wondering if he was going to be able to get his game back, but he did. Now he's playing pretty well here in Acapulco. He took out Ben Shelton, which is no easy task. That was a really good match, actually. I watched that one. And then the last match he had against Borges, and he just demolished him 6-2, 6-love, 6-2. So anyways, let's get some prediction. Hey, we got Sue Wan in the house. Hi, Covey. Who do you think will win? I'm going to tell you. You tell me, and I'll tell you right after this. All right, folks. So my prediction for this match, I'm going HolgerRUNE in 3 sets. Maybe even 2, but I'll just say 3 to be a little safe. And the first point is underway. Rune makes his way to the net, a couple of volleys, and the third one he puts away there. So nice start for HolgerRUNE. Who do you think is going to win, Suwon? Let me know. Ram Bakshi says Carlos and Holger used to play doubles in junior tournaments. Yes, they did. They're actually only 6 days apart in age. So Alcaraz is actually 6 days younger than Holger. Another good first serve. Backhand into the net from Berrettini. Quickly 30 love here for the Danish player. Decked out in all white Nike. White shoes, white socks, white shorts, white shirt, white hat, white wristbands. All Nike. And then he's got his black and yellow Babolat racket. Got a let here. First serve coming up. We got Adrian in the house. Adrian Wilson, welcome. Says Rune is going to win. BJ Fresh says Berrettini in 3. Berrettini dumps another return into the net, forehand side this time. So 40 love Rune, looking for the first game to love. And Sue Wan saying, I think HolgerRUNE is going to win. Yeah, same here. Hey, Gene. Hey, Gene, is it your birthday today? Because it's Thursday in Vancouver, and I'm sure it's your birthday. So happy birthday, Gene. I believe it's Friday in South Africa. Thank you very much, BJ Fresh. By the way, HolgerRUNE takes that one easily. Game to love. I'm going to press that button real quick. Where are we at? Where's my game to love? There it is. Yeah, Gene, it is his birthday. So Gene is, I mentioned last week that Friday's the birthday. So very happy birthday to you. Thank you for joining us, Gene. Hope you have a great one. Saying it's 6 a.m. Friday for you. All right, so you're up early. A little tennis for breakfast on your birthday. Love it. Sue Wan saying what up to the birthday. I'm going to call him the birthday Gene. How about that? Kathy M saying it was Gene's birthday. It actually is Gene's birthday, as he's correcting. Here we go. Kathy, no, it's today. Laughing. BJ Fresh says 29. I believe it's 20, actually, if I'm correct, which is crazy young. Because I remember Gary saying something like, "Are you my grandchild's age?" or something. That was pretty funny. Anyways, here we go. Berrettini serving, and we're going into a rally here. Backhand Berrettini into the net after about a 6-shot rally. So RUNE so far has won all 5 points in this match. Kathy's, okay, I'm behind in time zones. Same here. I'm still on Thursday in Vancouver here. However, it's about 6 a.m. for Gene in South Africa. Hey, Suwan says we have the same birth month, Gene. When's your birthday, Suwan? Let us know. Here's Berrettini. Big serve, block return, lands in. Forehand Berrettini inside out. And is it called out? Yeah, it was called out. The umpire is saying it was this much out. And Berrettini is not challenging. So love 30. So real quick here, RUNE putting pressure on the big man serve. Yeah, Berrettini here. Hey, Manor in the house saying good morning to me and happy birthday, Gene. Welcome, Manor. Great to have you as always. As always. Nice serve. Oh, serve up the tee, and it's a return winner. He just kind of blocked it back and redirected it. And real quick, we've got a triple break point for HolgerRUNE. That was a really big serve, right? It wasn't like right up the tee, but it was right in the wheelhouse of the RUNE backhand, and he just kind of blocked it sort of an inside out, and it was a clean winner. So triple break point. First serve is nice one out wide. RUNE cannot handle that. Goes off his racket and straight down into the ground. So 15-40 saves one break point. Let's see here. Kathy saying, Lord, Gene, you could be my grandchild. March 11th. So just over a week here is going to be Suwan's birthday. I'm going to try to make a mental... Actually, I'll make a physical note of that. SWL, March 11th. If I'm doing a match, I'm definitely going to be calling you out for a birthday, Kathy, with some happy emojis for Gene, Menoris, heart, smiley emoticon. RUNE, oh gosh, while I'm sitting here talking about the birthdays, RUNE breaks real quickly. I'm starting to already get the feeling that RUNE might just run away with this. He's just looking good already. Great serve up the tee. Backhand chop return goes into the net from Berrettini. So RUNE has only dropped 1 point in this entire match so far. What's that? He's won 9 out of 10 points. Ooh. Serve up the tee is just a hair long, or else that would have been an ace. Manor is talking about the kit. I was just going to get into that actually in a second. We already went over the Holger kit. He's rocking all white today. Looking like an angel. Wow, HolgerRUNE. Yeah, great start to this one. Manoris, hope your wishes will come true. Kathy not agreeing with the kit, saying I've seen worse. RUNE with +1 cross-court forehand. Berrettini does get a piece of it, but dumps that into the net. So RUNE, real quick, 40 love, and he is just cruising, y'all. I can't wait for the banger today. Yeah, stay tuned. It's going to be on this channel. We'll have Medi versus Djokovic. Hopefully, Djokovic will give Gene a victory on his birthday. All right, RUNE is just killing it right now. We got a backhand slice from Berrettini. Now drop shot RUNE. Berrettini goes up the line, backhand, and RUNE forehand goes long. So he finally drops a point on his serve. 40-15. Still got a couple game points. Manor saying that was quick. Potatoes. What's maybe I missed something here, but I'm not sure what that's in reference to. Thanks, Covey. Hope there's a game on stream that day. Yeah, me too. I'd love to say hi to you on your birthday and call some tennis. One of my favorite things to do, no doubt. All right. First serve was just a little long here at 40-15. Still double game point. Second serve is good. Forehand. Oh, gosh, that was a... Berrettini got a piece of it, but just... I won't call that a shank, but it was not a good-looking shot. You know what? I'm going to call it a shank. Why not? So RUNE is just cruising consolidation action here. Yeah, RUNE's just on fire here. He's what 12 out of 14 points, and he's just killing it. Gene saying RUNE has dinner reservations, it seems. Yeah, he's trying to get out of here real quick with Patrick. Let's see, with Muratoglu. What is that? Why am I Muratoglu? Sweet B-Day, Gene. Nole Medi, fire emoji. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I'm really excited for that one because Medi has been on fire. Two wins away from 3 straight weeks of championships. That would be quite the statement. But you got to go through world's number 1. That's going to be a tough one. Ooh, yeah, it's Zverev, Rublev, and Djokovic, Medi. So that's the other one, Zverev. I feel like the that tournament over in Dubai is like the older brothers, and then this is like the younger brother tournament where you got like the Fritzes and the Tiafos and the de Minaurs, and you got, I mean, Berrettini's, he's 26, but RUNE. So I feel like it's kind of funny in that way. Sean Power in the house. RUNE has improved dramatically. Yeah, he has, and he's also kind of overcome that wrist injury, it looks like, so far. So great to see that as well. Adrian in the house. Adrian Wilson. Wow, 7 minutes. RUNE halfway to first set already. He's cruising. He's only lost 2 points so far in this whole set. All right, here's Berrettini, first serve in game number 4. Beautiful serve out wide is an ace. So hopefully a little traction here for the Italian. Okay, so the kit, very interesting. He's obviously he's sponsored by Boss, the Italian man with the Italian company. He's got blue and yellow Asics shoes, black socks. Oh, panned out on me. We'll have to get to that more in a second. Ooh, first serve was long by about 4 feet. It's got an interesting, like almost like a coffee flavored top, but just the top is that kind of coffee brown. Return is good, cross court, backhand Berrettini into the net. So 15 all. Yeah, so Berrettini is wearing a shirt. For the top third is like coffee colored. The middle third is white, and the bottom third, I believe, is either like a black or navy blue, which goes into his shorts, which are also like a dark, maybe a black or navy blue. It's hard to tell with this contrast on this TV. All right, Berrettini's at the net with an overhead, and he smashes that into the crowd. So 30-15, looking a little bit sharper than he did at the beginning of this match. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and say it's like a dark navy blue shorts. And then he's got black socks. So yeah, they're the kit. And then he's got a backwards hat, also the dark navy blue. So there we go. We got those kits, folks. Manor, Gene, I'm sending virtual hug. Gene. Hey, he says, my mom and brothers just gave me a hug. Wish me a happy birthday. They just woke up. Very nice. Very nice. That's awesome. Great to hear. Here we got a little rally going. Every time I say that, the rally ends because Berrettini just went forehand way wide there on the inside out. So 30 all. So he's not out of the woods yet. Rune keeping the pressure on, looking very sharp here. Really, really good. Thank you to Menoris from Gene. A6 shoes. Menor, not a fan. DJ, happy birthday. Nice return. Beautiful. It was a out wide serve to the forehand. Rune just rips it back deep up the middle, and Berrettini couldn't handle that. Another break point. Gosh, this is going to borderline embarrassing here if Rune take... Oh, beautiful strike. They're showing the replay. Beautiful strike. Placement was awesome. Made Berrettini bend down, and he just couldn't bring that ball back up. Here's Berrettini. Serve is long. So Rune here looking for a double break real quick. And he's got a second serve. Here we go. Backhand return. Forehand Berrettini. Forehand Rune. Forehand Berrettini. Forehand Rune on the run. Backhand slice. Berrettini is wide. And we have a double break to start this match, folks. What is happening to the Italian? There we have it. 4-love, super fast. 13 minutes into this one. And Berrettini is looking out of sorts. He's actually looking a little... He's looking a little heftier than normal. Looks like he might have put on a couple pounds or something. I hope I'm not shaming him. I'm not trying to shame him or anything. I just remember him being a little... Like, I haven't seen him play... I think I watched that Murray match, that epic Murray match in the Australian Open, but that was over a month ago now. So I haven't seen him in a while. Anyways, here we go. Game number 5. First serve was wide. Second serve is good. Forehand return Berrettini. Forehand Rune. Forehand Berrettini. Forehand Rune. We're going up the middle here now. Forehand Berrettini. Backhand Rune. Forehand Berrettini hits the line, and that's a winner. Oh, no, they called it out. I would challenge if I was him. You know what? I got to turn the volume up on my TV feed because I am not hearing the calls that well. Boom, all the way up. Yeah, gosh, that was Berrettini's just out of sorts. Rune here, 15-love. Here we go. First serve is a good backhand return up the middle. Then Rune with the forehand. Berrettini with a floater, which Rune runs up to the net and cuts it off. Backhand volley into the open court. Very nicely done for Rune. So he's on his toes. He's sharp. He is looking very, very good. That was just that backhand slice. He saw it was coming, and it was a floater. So he came in and closed it off right at the net. Backhand, beautifully done. Backhand volley. Let's see. The new Guess the Grunt video. So you know what? I saw it. I saw it on my feed, but I didn't actually look at it. So I will, because if you're saying it's funny, then I'm going to check that out. BJ saying, "Come on, Matteo," as he hits a backhand return to the forehand of Rune. Rune forehand goes long. So 30-15 here. Berrettini's on the board here in game number 5. But man, the points have been few, and was it? What's the phrase? What's wrong with my brain right now? Few and far between? I believe that's the phrase. Man, I feel like my brain thinks at 6 a.m. like where Gene is. Menor, HolgerRUNE really taking Berrettini's breath away. Not me saying he's going to lose to Shelton. Here we go. HolgerRUNE, too good, says 2-1. Oh, we got a let on second serve. So another second serve coming for Rune. Too much pasta, says BJ Fresh. Yeah, it could be. Man, if I was from Italy, I would definitely... drop shot for Rune. Berrettini barely starts running for it and then gives up. Beautifully done there. So Rune he's been pushing him back with these heavy forehands to start the match. And... just as Berrettini was expecting another one, he drops him. Berrettini, he's not going to retire, is he? He's going to his bench. It's 40-15. What's going on? He's sitting down. Oh, it's raining. Ah, okay. Okay. I was like, what is going on here? It might have a rain delay, folks. I was like, what is he doing? Just giving up? Good to see that he's not. This could turn into Adrian Wilson. This could turn into a nightmare for Berrettini, struggling to find his spots on serve. No rhythm or feel off the ground. I do believe he will at least improve from here. Yeah, I think so too. Manor Covey, this is his body shape and the not flattering shirt. He always had a stomach, though. He's a thick guy. Yeah, no, you're right. I think also like the wind is blowing too, and it's kind of puffing the shirt up. So Adrian saying nice finish. Yeah, that backhand off the floater, that was a really good one. Total confidence from RUNE right now, so on top. Oh, so it looks like man, so early in this match, this actually could be good for Berrettini and for the match in general, but the players are actually leaving the court, folks. Man, that was so abrupt. But yeah, like I said, this could be good for the match and for Berrettini. But RUNE, man, he came out firing, just firing. So just from Gene, keep in mind, everybody, Acapulco plays similar to Indian Wells. So you got to think these players in the semis right now would be good candidates for a deep run. Yeah, that's a very good point, Gene. Very good point. Adrian saying beautiful. Oh no, rain. Suhan saying, he's waiting for set 2. Yay, rain delay, says Manor. Sapphire, the ex-girlfriend of Borna Chorich, who actually lost today, unfortunately. Medi had 21 straight points to end that match, believe it or not. 21. Oh, by the way, I didn't even mention, please give us a like if you haven't yet. We really appreciate it. And subscribe if you're new. We actually have 19 likes and only about 13 people in, so looks like everyone pretty much has. All right. This is what's going on here. I'm going to turn the volume down on the feed now because they're showing some highlights of other matches. Adrian saying Berrettini needs this break. Perhaps his team did a rain dance. RUNE is wired that way, says Kathy M. All right. I am a bit worried about that match, Covey. How do you see it going? Are you talking about Medi versus Djokovic? If so, I'm gonna say I think it's gonna go 3 sets. I don't know who's gonna win, but I'm leaning towards Novak. I think he just has everyone's number in the big moments. Although I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Medi wins. But yeah, if I'm betting, if I was putting my house on it, I would say Novak in 3. But I could see your apprehension and why you might be a little nervous because yeah, Medi is playing lights out right now. Suwan saying Medi unbelievable yesterday. Manor saying the rain delay can help Matteo figuring out what he's doing. Yeah, for sure. He needs something. Might be a gift from the gods for him. Adrian saying RUNE out of the blocks and in full flow. Terrible time for a rain break. Berrettini hasn't started playing yet anyway. Nothing lost from Berrettini's point of view. Gene saying yes in regards to it being about the Medi and Djokovic match. Yeah, so that was my answer there. Manor, Gene, it's a coin flip, both great form and a streak. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I feel like Novak's return game has just been so good. He's hit so many amazing returns, and he's just on it right now. That's one of the reasons I'm kind of picking him. Kathy saying Berrettini needs a break to get the tag number of the truck that hit him from those games. Yeah, right? Seriously. Kathy also saying Medi playing well. Gene saying Manoris should be exciting. Yeah, for sure. It's what time is that match? It's like middle of the night for me. So let's see here. I'll check the time. Okay, so 7 a.m. for me. So yeah, I'll probably gonna catch the second set onwards, most likely. Zverev Rublev 5 a.m. That's gonna be a little too early for me, but never know. Never know. All right, gonna go into some other scores. So in Acapulco, in this very tournament, well, I'm gonna turn this volume down a little on that feed. So earlier today, Tommy Paul takes out Mackenzie McDonald straight sets. Alex de Minaur takes out Taro Daniel in straight sets. Fritz takes out Tiafoe in straight sets. And Rune is playing Berrettini. Winner of this one will face de Minaur, and Tommy Paul will face Taylor Fritz. That'll be a good one as well. Over in Dubai, Zverev took out Sonego. Van de Zandschulp lost to Rublev in straight sets. Also, Zverev won over Sonego in straight sets. Djokovic over Hurkacz in straight sets. And Medi over Coric in straight sets. Down in Santiago, we had Lajovic over Cerundolo. Not Francisco, the other one. The Juan Manuel. Was it Juan Manuel? So that was a 3-setter. Laszlo Djere took out Bonadio of Italy. That was in straight sets. Echeverry took out Francisco Cerundolo. So the Cerundolo family, couple of losses. And Sebastian Baez takes out Garin of Chile in Chile. So there you go. And then in Austin on the women's, we had Fried Sam takes out Andreeva. We have Kostyuk takes out Brendel. Both of those in 3 sets. And then Collins takes out McNally in straight sets, and Kalinskaya takes out Van de Wijge in straight sets as well. So, and then the final tournament, Monterrey, we have Sharif takes out Wang. We have Mertens takes out Ruse. Those are in 3 sets. Garcia takes out Parisis Diaz in straight sets, and Cocciaretto is facing Tatiana Maria. And that one is 1 set for Cocciaretto. So that is all of the scores from out of town. And, we got some comments here. We got Kathy saying Medi playing well. Manor, I'll bet Medi to win a set. It'll give you more money. There you go. Nole's serve is concerning, though. Is it? So again, that tournament has been in like the middle of the night for me. I have watched a couple of his matches. I saw the first match against, who was it? Where it went to 3 sets. It was the Czech guy, the 22-year-old, and it went to the 3rd set tiebreak. But I didn't notice that his serve wasn't working. So maybe that's a new development. Manor saying, Gene, yes, Hubie really fell apart in that 5-5. Gene saying, I don't have to worry that Novak would return his serve, but I guess more that the rallies will be long and physical. Yeah, but he can handle it. I mean, both those. Yeah, I think it's going to be a great match. I think, was their last match the U.S. Open match where Novak was going for the calendar slam? Or have they played since then? I don't think they have. We got Adrian saying Djokovic stepped up his game a lot against Hurkacz, but Medvedev is such a different sort of challenge. I wouldn't be surprised if Medvedev actually prefers the prospect of playing Djokovic to Hubie. Yeah, I could see that actually, especially with how he's playing right now. There you go. Gene saying Suwon, he didn't face a break point yesterday, so that's a good sign on the serve if you're not facing any break points. Kathy saying, yeah, Gene Medi pushing those long rallies. Kathy, yep. I heard a stat that was crazy about Medi pushing those 9+ rallies on Murray. So he was winning a big percentage of those? His first serve was firing yesterday, Covey. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Gene. All right. Now, Gene saying against Mahach. Yes, that's right. It wasn't so good. Okay, yeah, that was the match where it went through a 3rd set tiebreak. That was a really good match as well for Mahach. Very impressive. 22-year-old Czech player. Never heard of him before, actually, but he was formidable for sure. Okay. So Gene is saying their last match was in Adelaide semis. Djokovic won in straight sets over Medi. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you for that. Also at the look at me. I'm just like, yeah, that's hilarious. They played at the ATP finals. Medi was the only guy to win a set and finish at final set tiebreak. Yes, I do recall that now. Man, my brain is a little foggy for some reason. All right, so Adrian saying Medvedev and Djokovic have played since that U.S. Open 3 or 4 times. Djokovic has won each encounter, though one was a Medvedev retirement at 1 set each. Oh, yes. I remember that as well. Was that when he had like the ankles problem or something? Or yeah, I don't know. There was something about an ankle. And Astana, Medi retired. That was that one. Okay. So what else we got here? Gotta fill some time and space. I have no idea how long this delay is going to be. It looks like there's people in the crowd are still there, moving around. All right, so they're showing on the screen right now, they're showing the 2022 ATP 500 calendar. It went like this. Rotterdam, this was last year. Daniil Medvedev won Rotterdam. Cam Norrie won... No, wait. Rio de Janeiro? That can't be right. No. Why does it say 2002? Well, Rotterdam was won by Daniil Medvedev this year, and Rio de Janeiro was won by Cameron Norrie this year. Dubai last year was Rublev. Acapulco was Nadal. Barcelona was Alcaraz. London was Berrettini. Halle was Hurkacz. Hamburg was Musetti. We had Washington was Kyrgios. Astana was Novak Djokovic. Tokyo was Taylor Fritz. Vienna was Felix Auger-Aliassime. And Basel was Daniil Medvedev. No, it wasn't. This is wrong. This graphic they're showing, because Basel last year was between, I believe it was between Rune and Felix. That graphic was completely wrong. That's so crazy. They're showing it on on TV, and everything about it was wrong. Weird. Yeah, Basel 2022. Felix beat Rune. Okay, so they're showing the ball kids are toweling off the court. That's a good sign. That means that obviously they wouldn't be toweling it off if more rain was coming. So that's a good sign that the delay might be not too much longer. Hopefully it won't be. Injured leg or something, and after that became a dad and won Vienna. Yeah, okay. We got Radu asking abandon. Not sure what you mean. But there is a rain delay right now. So HolgerRUNE came out just firing. He's up 4-love, and then it went to a rain delay. So I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about, but could be. King Adjust, what's up, Covey and everyone? What up, King Adjust? Great to have you, brother. Yeah, so Rune came up to 4-love, just firing on all cylinders, on fire, and then we had a rain delay. But it looks like the rain has subsided. Let's see. I'm going to turn the volume back up, see if there's any announcement. So it looks like the rain has stopped. The court has been toweled off by the ball kids, and now no one is on the court. So does that mean that players are coming back? Let's see. Let's find out. Daria is in the house. What up, Daria? My new Instagram homie. We've been chatting. Hello, guys. Hello. What is it over there in India? It must be what, like 9:15 in the morning or 10:15 in the morning? King is asking, where has David been? I haven't seen him do a stream in a while. I'm not sure, but he did come on to the Norrie Alcaraz Rio final stream that I was doing on Sunday, this past Sunday, and said hi to him, and he was in the chat for a little bit watching. So That's the last I've seen from him, but I'm not sure to answer your question. Hopefully he'll be back soon. He's a great commentator. And he's also got some Canadian heritage. So there we go. Come on, Rain. Stop. Let's get this match going. Let's go. Let's see. Ooh, 21 likes, 22 people in here. Perfect. Loving it. That's a pretty good ratio. Okay, so ball kids are now back on the court again. Oh wait, no, that's on a different court. They're showing. I was like, that's the seats are a different color. So we're in the main grandstand where all the seats are gray, and then there's another court that is also experiencing a rain delay, and the ball kids are cleaning that one. Yeah. Why interrupted? Says Bad H. The answer is rain delay. But it's looking like it won't be too long because they've already toweled off the court. The umpire is still on the court. She's walking around talking to the people in the stands and whatnot. Yeah. Blue da da dee da ba da. But that's what they're playing right now. A lot of blue, actually. There's blue courts, blue signage, and the background of all the signage is blue. There's one lady noticing that she's on cam, waving to everyone. All right. Very one-sided, Daria. Very one-sided. Yeah. Rune just came out on fire. Berrettini looks sluggish, not hitting his serve well. Yeah. Very, very great start for Rune and a horrible start for Berrettini. Okay. Doesn't look like there's more rain, so I'm not sure what's going on. Just waiting for the players to come back. Adrian is asking, looking like the rain delay will be long enough that the players may require warm-up before recommencing now? Question mark. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. That's actually a good question. I wonder how long, like what's the minimum amount of time that you have to have a delay in order for you to get a warm-up? That's actually a good question. You got King of Just saying bad loss from Real Madrid today. Who'd they play? Was it a Champions League, or is it just the Spanish play suspended due to rain? Daria saying Patrick Mouratoglou has changed his entire game. Yeah, he's just been on a rocket ship up the standings, up the rankings since after the US Open last year. It's like everything just clicked. To me, he's kind of like he was like the Alcaraz of the second half of the year. Like how Alcaraz like took the whole tour by storm. Rune did that to a lesser degree, but like with that kind of force and energy. Copa del Rey semifinal against Barcelona. Okay. Well, still waiting. You know what? We never hit any buttons for Rune. Why don't we hit a button? Because he definitely deserves it.
She don't take your breath away. Hold on, she don't take your breath away. Hold on, better not get in its way. She don't take your breath away.
He's going to take your breath away. He's taken Berrettini's racket out of his hand already, and half of his breath as well. So Very accurate song there by Ben. Man, my leg wasn't itchy, and then I scratched it, and now it's super duper itchy. Never itch your leg, folks. It just gets itchier. Come on, let's get this match back. It was so abrupt. It was just like 14 minutes into the match, 4-0, and then boom. All right. What else do we have? All right, folks. I'm gonna take a couple minute break here. I'll be back in just a little bit. In the meantime, check out this video. It's a little 2022 highlights of the game to love. And then I'll see you right afterwards.
There should be no special rules for Novak Djokovic at all.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. Here we are for something groundbreaking. Some might call it trial of the century. Some might call it trial of all time.
We did not expect to be covering the first Djokovic watch-along of the year, and he's not playing an opponent. He's playing him against the state. Shout out to everyone joining us. Of course, we've never had so many people in the live chat. I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to bring all 23,000 of you up to date with what's happened so far.
Did not think by the third set Ben would be rooting for Rafa and JG would be wishing it's all over. Yeah, a bit weird.
I mean, I just want the pain to end.
I don't even care if he's crawling on his knees and hitting the ball over the net by the fifth. If he gets there, it'll be incredible.
I'm just calling it as it is. I'm trying to be objective watching the match, and he's lost the match. What do you want me to do?
He hasn't lost it. He's still in it. Why do you keep saying he's lost it?
You think? Okay, put a bet on then. What odds would you get on Rafa? 2 sets down.
8s.
Stick a bet on. Seeing as he's not out.
I was just disappointed you're not supporting your man.
No, you're being delusional, Ben. Just grow up.
Not supporting your man.
Delusional.
Not supporting your man. Come on, you guys. What are you doing? I feel like I'm rallying for all of the Rafa fans out there now. Crazy.
Yeah, because you just need to grow up, mate. Like, be realistic.
I've watched tennis many times. I've seen comebacks many times.
Okay. You see Medvedev lose from this position? Don't think so.
Anything can happen.
It's so good! He's done it! Rafael Nadal has won his 21st Grand Slam. He's beaten Daniel Medvedev 7-5 in the 5th set. It's just been an absolute epic occasion. I can't believe he's done it. Rafael Nadal,
What?
2nd time Australian Open champion. Vamos!
He's down the line!
Carlos Alcaraz has won. He is in the final. JJ's it. He has done it. Vamos! Carlos Alcaraz beats Novak Djokovic in the Madrid semi-finals. I've never quite seen anything quite like this.
And she doesn't need him. She doesn't need him. She falls to the floor. Iga Swiatek has won another Grand Slam. Amazing. Look at the emotion all over her face.
Yes,
they embrace at the net. Wow.
Oh, Marin Cilic hits the forehand down the line. Oh my gosh. And we have match point, ladies and gentlemen.
John, Game to Love podcast. When you say you were confused about your tactics, what do you mean?
It's into the net and
He's done it! He's done it! Novak Djokovic has won Wimbledon. Not lost here since 2017.
Oh! An ace! It's just ace number 5 of the match. Carlos Alcaraz has come through in 5. My partner has literally just woken up for work and I've not been to bed yet.
Yes! He's done it! Carlos Alcaraz! And look at him on the floor crying.
So good.
He's sobbing, he's thrown the racket.
Oh.
What a day for Carlos Alcaraz. He wins the match in 4 sets. Vamos, Carlitos!
Backhands in down the line. Cross court from Iga.
She's
Forehand.
gone long!
It's long!
She's gone long! Iga wins her 3rd Grand Slam.
Djokovic get a good serve in.
Hour 32 on the clock.
Ace! Djokovic gets sick!
Idimo! Novak
All right. So there is our highlights from 2022 and the game to love. Some of the best calls. There's some really good calls in there. Okay. Back to Adrian's question here, recommencing. I'm sure now that they will do a warm-up for sure. Daria saying, hey, so guys, introduce yourself a bit till the match resumes. Yeah, they're just showing on the feed, at least on my feed, they're showing the Taro Daniel de Minaur match from earlier today. Man, I had no idea that there was even rain coming. Adrian saying, for Berrettini, I think whatever remains of set one will be warm-up time for the second and potentially third sets anyway, as the first set is basically done already. Rune on game point for 5-love. Yeah, he is just cruising. I mean, it was almost to the point where it was embarrassing for Berrettini. So this is how it went. Rune in the first game holds to love. In the second game, he breaks. He was up love 40, and then Berrettini got 1 point, 15-40. And then he broke. And then in game number 3, he won game to 15. And then Berrettini lost serve. It was game to 30. So basically, Rune's just been smashing them. How come they don't show? We were in the middle of the 5th game, weren't we? Huh. Not sure why they're not showing it. Yeah. Did anyone catch the Taro Daniel versus Casper Ruud match yesterday? That was also a really good one. That went to a third set tiebreak, but Taro Daniel actually showed me some skills that I've never seen before, especially his movement and speed. He had a few points where he honestly was Alcaraz or like Djokovic, where he was just everywhere the whole point. Yeah. But yeah, Casper Ruud, I think he's a little rusty. He hasn't played since the Australian Open. He used the time after the Australian Open for a training block rather than playing any of these tournaments. So he's going to take a little bit to get his rhythm going. He lost that one yesterday. Excusez-moi. Gene saying Daniel got his first top 10 win against Ruud yesterday. Yeah, it was the biggest win of his career, definitely. Against the world number 4 now? I believe he's number 4. So I'm surprised that they had the kids toweling off the court. Normally they do that when they know that the end is in sight, because obviously you're not going to towel off the court when more rain is expected to come. I'm not sure why they did that. Adrian saying Rune looking great. I had the Daniel Ruud match on, but was mostly doing other things. Should have watched it more. Seemed a great contest and a brilliant win for Daniel. It was a really good match. Honestly, it was very exciting. I had a really good time watching that one. Gene's asking, what do you think about Ruud's prospects for the rest of the season? I think he's going to have a year that's I don't know if he's going to make it to 2 Grand Slam finals. But he's going to keep that level up. I honestly really believe that he just took advantage of a very, very good draw at the French Open last year. Not so much at the US Open, but more so at the French. But yeah, I think he can do some damage. I just don't see him winning a major this year. And I don't see him making 2 finals. So I think he'll have a good year, but I don't know if it'll be as good as last year. And I do see him potentially winning a major in the future too. Maybe just not yet. Novak still has a lot to say about that. Rafa most likely will, and Carlos as well as he's going to have a lot to say as well. I think those players kind of have Ruud's number. So he plays any of those guys in big matches, I don't really give him much of a chance. But against most other people, he's all right. I mean, if Mehdi is playing like he's now, I don't think Rude would do too well against him. Gene saying I agree. I think he's about in the 8 to 15 range for me. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, he is getting really good at beating the players he's supposed to beat. Obviously not yesterday, but that's after being off for a while. Yeah, Adrian is saying Rude hasn't won much in his career. It's slightly odd tennis resume for someone so highly ranked. Yeah, he's almost like a more extreme version of Sakari, where she's won tons of money in her career and she's always been in the top 10 for the longest time, but she just has one title. Rude has more titles than that, and I think he's won a bunch of 250s. But yeah, the bigger matches against better players, I just don't see him there yet. I think he'll get there, but it's going to take a little bit. Something needs to click for him. He needs to figure out, I don't know what, but he needs to figure something out, because when he faces Rafa, you can tell, like, he goes on the court down a set. Like, he's not even, you know what I mean? Like, he's so, like, in awe of Rafa and Novak that he it looks like he's already down a set. Like, he just kind of puts them on a pedestal too much, I think. Gene saying Rude hasn't won a 500 or a Masters. Yeah, I guess he was in that Masters final in Miami against Alcaraz, and then everything else has just been 250s. But then he makes it to 2 Grand Slam finals. Yeah, but I definitely think the French Open, like, that one was, you know what, why don't we take a look? I'll take a look right now. Let's see here. Acapulco. We'll go into... Okay, so let's take a look here. So Rude, on his way to the French Open. So we're going to look at French Open here, because I remember that draw was just, felt like it was just like, because on one side of the draw you had Zverev, Rafa, Alcaraz, Djokovic, and it was like, come on, man, like, what the hell is going on? This is so whack. Okay, anyways, we're gonna go into this. Let's see here. Man, so many matches. Okay, well, since I'm already here, so on the way to the US Open final, he played Edmund, he played Van Rijthoven, he played Tommy Paul, Moutet, Berrettini, Khachanov, and then he lost to Alcaraz. So that's decent. No crazy, nothing super crazy there, but it's definitely formidable. But the French, here we go, French. So he took out Tsonga, who is retiring. He took out Rusevori and Sonego. Actually, it's not that bad. Took out Sonego, took out Hurkacz. That's another formidable opponent. Took out Rune before Rune became started flying up the rankings. And then he also took out Cilic in 4 sets. So I guess it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. But I just remember, I think it's because I'm comparing it to the other side of the draw, the other half, which was completely stacked. So yeah. Gene, Rude played Cilic in the semis of the French. That tells the whole story. No disrespect to Cilic, but he isn't the best clay courter. Yeah, exactly, right? Cilic is like a Delpo on clay. And then Adrian saying Rude has a great temperament, nerve management, tactics, and very versatile forehand, which gives him opportunities to attack and turn defense to attack. But is his game big enough to be a Grand Slam winner? Yeah, I just don't see it yet. I think it's possible. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion, but I think it's very possible. Let's look up the weather in Acapulco here. So right now it says It says it's just cloudy. It doesn't say anything about, let's see, precipitation. 8% chance now, 12% chance next hour, 17, and then after that it drops 6, 1, 1, 2, 4. So it should be, it says partly cloudy. It's 11 p.m., so it's 2 hours ahead of me. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's taking so long. Very, very interesting. Super hot though. 24 degrees. 82% humidity. That must be tough to play. And even when it's dark, that's a lot. Watching this rally from Taro Daniel and De Minaur. Oh, it was a good one, but then anyways, I'm not going to commentate on that match. That was from earlier today, and no one else has the ability to watch it, I don't think. Yeah. Well, a little bit of a lull here, folks. Thank you to all who was chilling, who's maybe you've gone away from the screen or whatnot, but thanks for sticking around. Perhaps the local forecast is expecting more rain. I'm looking at the weather right here, and it says there's an 8% chance of rain in the next hour, which is a pretty low. Yeah, for the next 3 hours, there's only 8% chance of rain. So I'm not sure what's going on. It says the weather on Google here says it's partly cloudy, and it's not saying anything about rain coming down. So I'm not sure what that's all about. Rude needs more. This Gene. Rude needs to show more emotion and determination. Let out some roars if he must. Yeah, I can see that. I love when players do that, says Gene. Yeah, I hear you. I love when, like Novak does that on big points. He'll like do a big roar. Carlos will do that as well. Nadal, I don't hear him as much. It's more his like physical, movements and fist pumps, and the way he like looks at his team, his players box, whatever. But yeah, you definitely need that. He is a little stoic. He's definitely more stoic than those other guys. It's like, and I'm not saying that Rude doesn't love tennis. He absolutely must love tennis because he's playing like crazy. He's doing his thing. But I don't always see the joy in the game when he's playing. And again, that's not a knock. It's not everyone expresses themselves the same way. Like, as you all know, Carlitos for me is the player to watch in terms of like what gets me most excited, the way he wins certain points and turns defense to offense. And it's like, then he's got this huge smile on his face. He's like, it's like infectious. Same with the Tiafoe when he's on. And I don't necessarily see that from Rude, but I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily. I think it could just be injected a little bit into his game. Yeah. I'm not saying you should change his personality, but I feel like he is so emotionally dead. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'd go that far, but I definitely understand the sentiment that you're trying to convey. Yeah, he definitely, like I said, to me, it's like you don't always see the joy in the game from his side of the net, but you do know that he has joy and love for the game. So yeah, it's just the personality. Everyone's a little different. It was like Sampras and Agassi. You had Sampras was like the stoic guy, pretty quiet, didn't really roar too much. And then you had Agassi with the more colorful, different hairstyles, went from long hair and then short hair and then bald, and just he had a little more flair overall. He had a little bit more like visible love for the game. Sampras was so like mechanical and sometimes robotic even. Yeah, so yeah, different players are different. And then you got, of course, Johnny Mac, who just like blows the lid off when he's pissed off and plays better all of a sudden. And then you have other players who do that and they play worse. So yeah, that's the thing about tennis, is it's really like you're burying yourself, you're kind of your demons. I hear Novak talk about that word demons a lot, because you really are, you're facing an opponent, but you're also facing yourself, your own ability to focus and keep your eye on a ball. which seems easy, but then you have to add tactics onto that. You have to add stamina, endurance. You have to add problem solving. You know, you got to figure out how to win when your serve isn't on or when you're not having a great day. You know, so yeah, tennis is crazy. So crazy. Emotional game. So just hanging out. Okay, what's going on here? The scoreboard is updating, but the feed is not. Better not be missing anything here. Okay, good. Yeah, no, we're not. So yeah, it was 40-15. I don't know why they just updated the scoreboard, but anyways, 40-15. Yeah, so RUNE is just pretty much gonna be up 5-love unless something crazy happens here. Adrian, Sampras and Agassi had very different appeals in terms of game and personality. Tennis as a spectator sport thrives on that type of rivalry dynamic. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you had the best server of the generation versus the best returner of the generation. I mean, that right there. And then, yeah, you know, colorful. You know, Sampras was not a colorful player. You know, and not very emotional. Not very. You know, Agassi like grabbed your heart a little bit more. He was, you know, you could see what he was feeling on his face, whereas Sampras kind of tried to hide it. And, very interesting, but they were like the perfect opposites to each other. Yeah, it's a really good comment there, Adrian. I agree. The rivalry dynamic. That's a good way to put it. Pretty good rallies here in this Demonor Taro match from before. Taro Daniel. Come on, rain. Go away. Let us watch tennis. Let us watch tennis. Here, let's see. You know what? I'm going to play the Berrettini button because he definitely doesn't deserve it, but I haven't heard it in quite a while. Gene, my mom is going to Iga's bakery to buy me a cake. Is it a bagel cake? I don't know what kind of cake, though. Nice. What's your favorite? Are you chocolate? Oh, the players are warming back up, folks. Woo! All right. Berrettini taking serves. We got new balls coming. Yeah, okay. So that wasn't super long. Well, it was pretty long. So it says match time an hour and 1 minute, and I think it was 14 minutes when the actual. So it's been about 45 minutes. So it actually is kind of a long time. Adrian saying it's probably worth bearing in mind that when it comes to tennis as a spectator sport, rivalries have probably a longer history than tournaments. If you go right back, rivals arranged long tours. It comes as a spectator sport, rivalries probably a longer history than tournament. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Red Velvet is the favorite of the birthday boy here. Red Velvet cake for Gene. Okay, here we go. RUNE serving at 40-15, up 4-love. And we are back in action. First serve, it's an ace. And just like that, we got a 5-love lead. And gosh, kind of just started the way it ended. Let's see if Berrettini can find a little bit of traction, maybe get a game on his serve just to gain a little bit of confidence, because it's just been one-sided. Players are warming up. Berrettini might want a big shot of caffeine. I'm sure he had some espresso or something, because man, he definitely looked just not sharp. He looked as not sharp as Tsitsipas in the Australian Open final first set. I have no idea how you go into a Grand Slam final and you just don't even look like you're there. Haha, one shot settled that game, says Adrian. Yeah. First serve ace. So 5-love. It wasn't a game to love. Yeah, let's give him one. She loses your breath away. She don't take your breath away. Then I get this way. She don't take your breath away. All right. 5-love. Berrettini now going to be serving at love 5, I guess I should say. Let's see if anything has changed from this rain delay. First serve is good. Return up the middle. Now forehand Rune is a winner. Berrettini right away challenges the call. To me, it looked like it landed on the line or clipped the line. But Berrettini looked pretty convinced. Like right away he called it. No, that landed right on the line. Yeah, it was right on, pretty much right in the middle of the line. So, love 15. Berrettini looking like he did before the break, which was not good. Here we go. First serve, love 15 into the net. So, Rune gets a chance to look at a second serve. Backhand return up the middle. Forehand Berrettini. Forehand Rune is a Shanksky. So first sign of anything that wasn't pretty much perfect for HolgerRUNE. Okay, here we go. 15 all. Berrettini serving. First serve is long. Adrian saying, can't forget the set. Just 1 second here. Second serve. Backhand return up the middle. Forehand Berrettini. Forehand Rune. Forehand Berrettini. Backhand Rune. Forehand Berrettini. Backhand Rune. Backhand Berrettini. Forehand Rune. Backhand slice Berrettini. Forehand Rune. Backhand slice Berrettini. Off the top of the tape. Forehand Rune. Backhand Berrettini. Up the line is long. So it's 15-30. Adrian saying, can forget this set. Just got to find some rhythm and confidence for set 2. A service hold feels a big deal here for Berrettini. I agree, but it's also looking like it's not going to happen. I mean, Rune is dialed in, folks, like really dialed in. Suwan saying game is back finally. Yeah, 45 minutes later. All right, Berrettini, 15-30. Block return, Berrettini forehand, Rune forehands into the net. So Berrettini on the short ball comes in, rips a forehand down the line, and makes his way to the net. And then Rune dumps his forehand into the net. 30 all. More clever play from Rune, so dominant from the baseline. Yeah. Yeah, he can play, man. He unlocked something. So, you know, I was saying like Rude needs to unlock something to get to the next level. Rune has unlocked something from last year. Block back return on a great serve. Now forehand Berrettini, backhand Rude, backhand Berrettini, forehand Rude, forehand Berrettini is long. So 30-40 and another break point. Rune with the B-Day bagel for Gene? Perhaps. Perhaps. He's 1 point away, folks. Set point here. Looking for a third break of this set. Dominant. All right, here's the first serve. It's a good one. Backhand return up the middle. Now forehand Berrettini, backhand Rune, backhand slice Berrettini, forehand Rune, backhand slice Berrettini, forehand cross-court Rune, forehand Berrettini into the net. And there you go. Another break, and that is set number 1. All right, so there you have it. After that break, Rune just continues on the roll that he was on before. Berrettini walking with his towel to his bench with his head down, looks dejected. He needs to change something here. Maybe do some jumping jacks or push-ups. I don't know what. He's sitting down with his hands kind of together like this, and his head down at the bench. So I don't know if he's exhausted or if he's hurt or if he's just not feeling it today, but he looks dejected for sure. Body language is very, very negative. We had 2 winners for Berrettini, 9 unforced. Holger, 6 winners, 1 unforced. So a pretty perfect set. Every single stat. Rune has more unreturned serves, 7 out of 14. He has more service points won, 12 out of 14. More baseline points, more break points. The only thing Berrettini has a little bit better is his first serve percentage, 71 to 64. Other than that, Rune, first serve points won, 89%. Second serve points won, 80%. Faced 0 breaks. Berrettini's only saved 1 break out of 4. Yeah, Manor is saying 2 winners. Wow, he played bad. Gene saying Runa's giving me a nice B-Day present. He doesn't look injured. Yeah, you're right. I was just kind of saying, like, I was just kind of mentioning, like, the way that he's walking and the way that he's sitting at his bench, he looks like dejected. I've never seen him look this way. Just put it that way. It just looks very, very like negative energy, looks very dejected. Just doesn't look on whatsoever. I'm not sure what's going on. Kathy saying it's 12:22 here, time for bed. Have a great sleep, Kathy. Thanks for joining us. Second set is underway. First serve is... Oh, yeah, I got to do the bagel button. Good call. Good call. I think Manor is... Yeah, I'm seeing it from the corner of my eye. Yeah, have a great sleep, Kathy, and we'll see you next time. Oh, nice forehand up the line winner from Rune to take the first point of this set. And again, Berrettini walking with his head down, looking at his feet. Like he just... Something is up. Maybe it's mental. Yeah. Let's see here. Gene saying Berrettini looks... That's a good word. Deflated. This walk in the park for Holger. What the F, Matteo? Yeah, I agree. Oh, Matteo with a massive racket slam. Wow. God, that guy has power. He did 1 slam and his frame is like busted. Something is up. Something is definitely up. Manor saying Holger deserves a bagel song and his HolgerRUNE song. Come on, Covey, turn that jam on. I will do it right after this game. I don't want to do it in the middle of the game in case we miss some stuff. So he shanks that forehand, and then they're showing the slow-mo replay. Oh, the Italian hammer throwing it down. Like the sound was actually like violent. It was like a car crash sound, you know? Anyways, yes, I'm going to definitely put those buttons. Just going to wait for the return from Berrettini there on the second serve is long. So now 40 love Rune and another game to love on the horizon. We got Dabanga Bhushan Sarma saying, what's going on with Matteo? He's just off. He's just having a bad day. Second serve, backhand return, Berrettini, forehand Rune, and that's a winner. Berrettini didn't even move. He didn't even move. So another game to love. Crazy. And that's it, folks. Berrettini just shook the hand of Rune, and it's over. He lost. It's 6-love, 1-love, and he retired. The crowd is booing him. I have never seen this type of behavior from Berrettini. I don't know if something in his personal life maybe happened, because he's generally like, he's got a big smile. I mean, this guy's a lovely fellow. I've never seen anything but like positivity and joy really from him. So they're booing him, and he's nodding like this is really interesting. Oh, they're showing his brother and his team walking out of the box. I really don't know what happened there. Anyways, let's get we got some buttons that we have to hit. Game to love. Bagel.
We got a bagel. We got a bagel. We got a bagel. Bagel, bagel, bagel. We got a bagel. Bagel, 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 bagel. We got a bagel. Bagel, bagel.
Okay, so well, that was anticlimactic, but it was, I don't know, that was weird. I'm very curious to see what he says after the match about what happened. Was there something personal in his life? Was it something physical, which it didn't seem like? I don't know. Let me look through some of these comments. Now, Gene, will this be a double bagel? You know what, Gene? If you would like it, it's your birthday, so I will give you another bagel. How about that? I'm going to play the bagel button before we end it. I'm just going to go through a couple more comments here. Very abrupt. So there was an hour and 22-minute stream, but there was only about 17 minutes of play, which is crazy. So I'm going to play that button again. Adrian saying Berrettini being made to look very slow today. Manor saying he got inspired by Iga. Adrian saying, well, why not, I guess. It's the racket's fault. Manor saying, yeet. Will this be a dull bagel? For you, it will be, my friend. We're going to play that one for you in a second. Sheesh, Rune, man. Something's wrong. Didn't move. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what's going on, but... And then Adrian saying, that's it. What? He retired, says Suwon? Yes, he did. Handshake, and that's that. Looks like the right decision. R.I.P. Matteo, says Gene. Looks like Matteo lost it even before the match started. Dabanga is saying, yes, I agree with you, definitely. He was off right from the beginning. The rain delay was longer than it was by like twice as long, or even more. Very unprofessional from the Italian. You know, you never know what's happening in their lives and, you know, whatnot. So I'm not going to, but yeah, I agree. You know, it was, I mean, like I said, I've never seen him act this way. So, you know, you can give him a pass. Maybe something happened in his life. Maybe, who knows, you know. Adrian, it's a shame, but I assume he had little choice. The match was hardly a real contest as it was. What was wrong with Matteo? Asks Gene. A person saying, Gene, he has scammed us in smash it points. Bagel, a person, haha. Gene, his own rackets viciously sabotaged him and made him miss and move slowly. Manor, or that was such a weird handshake. Yeah, everything about this match was really weird. Well, didn't even call the trainer. Will he be fined for this? I'm not sure. Maybe maybe Isla called him back. Oh gosh. The rain delay was the most competitive and tension-filled period of this match. You guys are so hilarious. Manor, 7 points. That is tough. 7 points in 7 games. I wonder if that's ever happened to him in his life. It's a quarterfinal. At least get a game, Matteo. Matteo won 7 points. Wow. All right, this is for Gene. Menorah stops, says Gene. All right, this is for Gene's birthday. We're going to hit the bagel button again because technically the second set was a bagel. So happy birthday, Gene. This one's for you, buddy.
We got a bagel. We got a bagel. We got a bagel. Bagel, bagel, bagel. We got a bagel. Bagel, 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 bagel. We got a bagel. Bagel, bagel.
So really funny. I did a match last week. I forgot which one it was, but there was a bagel. So I hit the bagel button, and then the next morning I was fixing myself a bagel, and literally the whole time I was fixing my bagel, I just had Ben's voice in my head saying, "We got a bagel, bagel, bagel." So, anyways, I had to share that with you guys. I thought it was pretty fun and pretty hilarious. All right, folks. Unfortunately, it kind of cut short, even though it was a long rain delay, 45-minute rain delay, and about 20. Wow, excuse me for the big burp mid-sentence. Come on, Cub. What was I saying? I don't even know what I was saying, but I was saying that the match was about 20 minutes long, and the actual rain delay was over 45 minutes long. So weird one today, folks. But stay tuned later on, depending on where you are. For me, it's middle of the night, but it could be afternoon or evening for you. But later on today or tomorrow, depending on where you're at, we have Medvedev Djokovic. That's going to be on the channel. So definitely tune in for that one. Also, if you look above me, we got some merch right there. Woo. If anyone wants to get their own merch, check out the description box below. Or if there's any other way you want to support the channel, description box has a whole bunch of options. Please do so if you feel so inclined. Thank you all for your likes. Thank you for your comments, for just watching tennis with me. I love it. As you all know, it's one of my favorite things to do, and with you especially. So I'm going to run through a couple more comments, then I'm going to end the stream here. We got Menorah dancing to the bagel song. Suwon saying bagel and Nole Medi match. What a day for Eugene. Yeah, definitely. Adrian saying Rune should beat de Menorah. I actually am taking Rune to win this tournament. I think it'll be Fritz and Rune, and I think Rune might come through. Oh, actually, I don't know. I'm going to pick Rune. Suwon Lim, I'm truly blessed, says Gene. Rune Fritz final, that's what I'm going with. Although Tommy, I'm going to go with him. Rune de Menorah semis, yep, definitely. Adrian saying to me, Rune looks favorite for the title here. Gene, that was good start to your B-Day, isn't it? Asking Menorah. All right, folks, so that's going to do it for the stream. Thank you again for joining me. Like I said, always a pleasure. Hope you guys had fun, even though it was a little bit of an abrupt and different stream than normal. But thank you all for joining me. And let's give it up one more time for Gene. Happy birthday. I'll sing it to you, Gene. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gene. Happy birthday to you. Covey out. Peace, y'all.